that every head of agency invited to come and sit down and interact with the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria with a view to planning and strategizing on how this present administration can succeed. Any serious-minded appointee or any head of any agency that is interested in the success of President Tinubu's administration ought to be here. I'll be glad, Mr. Chairman, if you can give me the list of all the heads of agencies that you invited who have failed to show up in this session. This is the beginning of their failure in their various offices. Therefore, I'm happy to see the chairman of FIRs here present, and I've also seen the DG, Nimasa, and others. Outside, my minister, who himself knows the importance of what we are doing. Any head of agency that sent a representation here is not a serious person. And therefore, the president must take a second look at such a person's appointment. It's not a threat. It is a... When we have the consolidated revenue accounts, as expected, that all funds should go to the consolidated revenue account, and they ought to be appropriated for. Just bill and keep, bill and spend. Maybe a good idea. There are some government-owned agencies that are allowed by the extant regulations, which cannot override constitutional provision to bill and spend, and then return what they like to the consolidated revenue account. We as the Senate and as the 10th Assembly, to myself as chairman of the National Assembly of the 10th Assembly, we will look into those things, look into those legislations and see where they tend to conflict with the Constitution, which is the ground norm. Tinker with those things and ensure that we have more revenue that will meet other obligations of government, not just allowing people to bill and spend, and at the end, bring out what they call excess. So those agencies, don't be worried. We'll appropriate for you, or due to you, but will not allow frivolous expenses. Henceforth, we must obey the Nigerian Constitution. Any law that is inconsistent with any provision of the Constitution is null and void to the extent of that inconsistency. I'm not the one saying, I think Lord Dennis stated it, and the Constitution.
An investigative hearing on the remittance of all revenue-generating agencies of government to the consolidated revenue account of the Federation, as well as the payment of the first stamp duty, 1% stamp duty on all contracts executed in all MDAs. I want to assure you that the 10th National Assembly will carry on with the investigation targeted at blocking revenue leakages, curtailing frivolous expenditures by MDAs, and also we will be doing this to boost the revenues of the government in the face of dwindling revenues from traditional revenue source of crude oil.